The 2025 Super Bowl is finally over, and let's just say I have some thoughts. I thought Kendrick Lamar gave one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows I've ever seen in my life, which makes sense because all of the pedophiles and racists absolutely hated it. The Eagles absolutely decimated the Chiefs, which is a massive victory for me as a semi-Eagles fan, aka I grew up in Philly and don't really follow football, but I watch it every once in a while, and when I do, I root for the Eagles. That's what I mean by that. I mean, the fact that the Eagles had like 30 points before the Chiefs even made their first touchdown in the third quarter is fantastic. Everybody say hi, Loki. She's standing right behind me. Oh, Loki, what are you doing? Can you settle down, please? I don't know what that was about. But let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody watches the Super Bowl for the game or the halftime. Everybody watches for the advertisements. Advertisements are the pinnacle of the American entertainment experience. You can hardly watch anything today without experiencing some ads. Netflix has ads now. Amazon Prime has ads now. And if I don't use my TV for like 5 minutes, Roku will shove as many ads as they possibly can down my throat. But the reason everybody likes Super Bowl commercials is because they're weird and they're fun and they're unlike any other commercials we get throughout the rest of the year. Unfortunately, the advertisements this year were probably the worst thing about the Super Bowl, other than the fact that Donald Trump was in attendance. So what I wanted to do in this video is go through all of the Super Bowl ads. Well, not all of them, because that would take like 3 hours, but go through the Super Bowl ads that I've selected here and kind of just give you my brief thoughts about them and then rate them on a scale from 1 to 5. And I can tell you guys right now, there's not going to be a lot of 5s. There's probably not even going to be a lot of 4s. I'm not a big ad person. I don't go out of my way to consume advertisements. In fact, I try to avoid them any chance I get. Which brings me to today's sponsor. Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys. I don't have sponsors yet. Somebody should sponsor me. So let's take a look at these 2025 Super Bowl ads and decide, are they any good? Are they bad? Are they in the middle? I don't know. We're gonna decide something about them. But first, what's up? My name is Connor McDowell, and I'm currently campaigning to be People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for the year 2025. If you like this video, or you think I should be nominated, just click subscribe. 1 subscribe equals 1 vote for me to be super sexy on a magazine cover that you find at a Walmart, and you beg your mom to buy, but she won't buy it for you. For some reason, I don't know, but that's what happens. Also, for some super sexy movie reviews, you can follow me on Letterboxd, and if you still have it, even though it is an absolute hellscape right now, you can follow me on Twitter. Okay, so real quick, before we dive into the advertisements, I want to talk about some of the movie trailers that we got. We got an ad for the new Jurassic World movie, which I have to say looks a lot better than I was expecting it to, but it's also probably just not going to be great. 2 stars. The Thunderbolts. I feel like I'm in a minority when it comes to the Thunderbolts because everybody seems to say that every trailer gets them more excited for the film, but for me, it's been the opposite. Every trailer has made me less and less excited for this film. There's just something about this dull color palette and this dry humor that I'm worried isn't gonna work. 2 stars. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna include the Superman ad that they put out during the Puppy Bowl too. Because even though I'm very excited for the new Superman movie, this trailer was literally just Nathan Fillion in a bowl cut, and it said, "This is the only bowl we care about." 2 stars. Mission Impossible. I don't have a lot to say about this one. I've only seen the first Mission Impossible movie. I haven't seen any of the other ones. Looks entertaining. Maybe I'll watch all of the Mission Impossible movies this year before this movie comes out. 3 stars, I guess. Looks like a fun time. The How to Train Your Dragon remake looks fucking terrible. I feel like everybody's trying to gaslight me on these advertisements saying like, yeah, the ad is whatever, but when you see him riding toothless, that's fucking awesome. And it does absolutely nothing for me. I am not excited for this movie. It just looks really bad. 1 star. All right, now let's go into the actual advertisements that played that day. I have a list from USA Today of all of the Super Bowl ads ranked. I very much disagree with the way they ranked these. So I'm just gonna go through them, give some thoughts on each one. The first one, we have the Budweiser First Delivery, which would be like a cute, fun advertisement of a horse pushing a beer barrel. But it's also just kind of a ripoff of the Chef Boyardee ads from my childhood. 2 stars. Lay's The Little Farmer, which is the one where the girl plants the potato and then it grows more potatoes, and then she gives the potatoes to her dad, and the dad puts it on the truck, and then the truck goes to the Lay's factory where they make the chips. She's the little farmer, but she works for a big corporation. 2 stars, I guess. The Michelob Ultra commercial featuring Willem Dafoe and Catherine O'Hara, where they're doing a Challengers parody with pickleball. This one worked for me. This is one of the better ads I saw on Sunday, so fuck it, 4 stars for that one. Why not? The Stella Artois David and Dave commercial featuring David Beckham and playing David Beckham's brother, Matt Damon. I think it's his brother. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's a cousin, something like that. It's cute. It's just kind of a basic ad where Matt Damon plays David Beckham's brother or cousin or something like that. I don't know. People seem to like this one a lot. I thought it was fine, I guess. 2.5 stars. It's not egregiously bad. I just don't fucking care. Bud Light did a Post Malone and Shane Gillis ad. I enjoy Post Malone. I enjoy Shane Gillis. The ad itself was kind of fine. 3 stars for Post Malone and Shane Gillis. I like that they brought the community together. That was nice. Hellman's Mayonnaise made a When Harry Met Sally parody commercial featuring both Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal from the original movie, and also Sydney Sweeney, and she'll have what she's having. Now, the one thing that I do really like about this ad is that they're making a lot of jokes about coming, and mayonnaise looks like cum. 3 stars. Doritos had an alien abduction commercial, which didn't really work for me because now anytime I eat Doritos, I'm worried that an alien is gonna come and abduct me. In all seriousness, it's a very well-made ad. It's cute, it's creative. 2.5 stars. Harrison Ford starred in a Jeep commercial where he talks about how freedom ain't free and how we all need to just respect each other again. Look, Harrison, this sentiment is good and well-meaning, but you're doing an ad for Jeep, and Jeeps fucking suck. I don't know, it was a boring car commercial that called for us to live together in harmony when half the country is literally advocating for the death of trans people. But yeah, man, it's really that simple. Just everybody needs to be cool. 1 star. Instacart put out an advertisement using a bunch of different mascots from a bunch of different brands, and it was really bad because the only thing it did was reference things from the past. You've got the Jolly Green Giant, you've got the Energizer Bunny, you've got the Kool-Aid Man, but that's it. And the idea is that all of these different brands come together and arrive at your house. To me, this just reads as boring and uncreative. 1 star. But now we get to the worst ad out of all of them, at least in my opinion. And that is the Google Pixel AI ad that is quite literally targeted at the dumbest people alive. I've seen people online say that this is a heartwarming ad and that more AI companies should make ads like that. And I disagree. The ad is about a stay-at-home father who raised his daughter from birth till she goes off to college. And now he's got to get ready for a job interview, but he can't do that himself. He's been raising his daughter. He doesn't know how to apply for a job anymore. So we're gonna have AI do it for him because after all, he's a really good dad. The two things have almost nothing to do with each other. This advertisement is trying to manipulate your feelings around AI as a whole by using snap cuts to show the daughter hugging her dad when she's an adult and when she's a child. It's a bad ad, it's dumb and it's stupid, and I hate everything about it. It just feels so lazy, and if you're going to be using AI to apply to a job, maybe you don't have the skills you need for that fucking job in the first place. 0 out of 10. This ad is stupid and it wants you to be stupid too. Coors Light quite literally just copied Zootopia for their ad because they took the bit of the sloths being really slow at work and made it the entire advertisement. Boring, lazy, and uncreative. 1 star. Pringles had an advertisement where people's mustaches started flying away. I thought this one was cute and funny and silly, but I was worried that my mustache was gonna fall off my face, so I can only give it 2.5 stars. But then Little Caesars made the exact same ad as the Pringles ad, but with Eugene Levy's eyebrows. I wish I was joking. 1 star. I feel like this ad is the most discussed one other than the Kanye West one, which I'm not gonna talk about because I don't want to talk about Kanye. And that's the Mountain Dew Kiss of a Rose parody ad, where they took a seal, the animal, and CGI'd Seal, the singer's face, onto the seal, the animal's body, while they play a parody of Kiss from a Rose by Seal, the artist, not the animal. And this one was really fucking weird. It was weird, and it was uncanny, and it was ugly, and it was gross, and I hated it. But I guess it kind of makes sense for Mountain Dew to do something really fucking weird. I just wish it wasn't super ugly. But also, I love Kiss from a Rose, so 2 stars. Oh my god, Tubi had an ad where a kid's head was the shape of a cowboy hat, and everyone was making fun of him because nobody likes cowboys anymore. But their heads are shaped like wizard hats, and everybody's head has a different hat shape. It was ugly, and it was weird, and it was stupid, and it was uncanny, and very similar to the Kiss from a Rose one. I did not like it. But unfortunately for the Tubi ad, it doesn't have Kiss from a Rose to save it, so it gets 1 star. I never want to see this thing ever again. Fucking gross. Gross and disgusting. Ritz had an ad with Aubrey Plaza and Michael Shannon, but that was about it. But for me, Aubrey Plaza and Michael Shannon, while they're great actors, it's not enough for me to enjoy an advertisement. 2 stars. Haagen-Dazs did a Fast and Furious ad, even though there hasn't been a Fast and Furious movie in years. 2 stars. Shaboozey was in a Nerds Gummy Clusters ad, and this ad is both cute and terrifying because Shaboozey is very cute, but that freakish Nerds Gummy Cluster monster behind him is fucking terrifying. Also, the ad doesn't really do anything or go anywhere, so 2 stars. Now here's an ad that I actually quite enjoyed. The Dunkin' Donuts Ben Affleck ad featuring Jeremy Strong inside of a coffee cup. Now if you haven't seen the ad, that sounds probably really fucking confusing. But I don't know, I like Dunkin' Donuts, I like coffee, I like Jeremy Strong, I like that he popped his head out of this like a fucking pirate in a barrel on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney. I thought that was fun. But unfortunately for Dunkin', every time I go there now, I'm gonna be expecting a little tiny Jeremy Strong in my cup, and if I don't get one, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you, Dunkin'. 3 stars. Now my personal favorite ad from the Super Bowl is probably one that not many people like, but I liked it because it had Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson in it. And that's the Totino's Pizza Roll ad that I think is the finale of a bunch of ads that have been leading up to it, because I've been seeing so many of these online. As much as I love Tim Robinson, didn't really give a fuck, but this is my video, and I can say safely, this is a 5-star ad. They kill the freak alien and then eat some Totinos. That's comedy gold right there. 5 fucking stars. And if you have a problem with that, you can suck my dick. Ray-Ban and Meta put out an ad together for these new smart glasses that I guess people were trying to bring back smart glasses. I thought those were done and gone and buried, and we dropped the remains in the ocean like it's Osama bin Laden. But I guess not, because Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt and Kris Jenner made a video for these smart glasses where they go around destroying art in an art museum, which is really funny because this is an ad for Meta. I feel like I'll lose my mind if I think about this too much, but Meta doing an ad for Meta about destroying art. I don't know, that sounds pretty meta to me. I'm gonna kill myself. That was a bad joke. I don't like that joke. Fuck that ad. 1 star. I can't even believe I'm giving it 1. It deserves 0. Squarespace made a Banshees of Inisherin inspired advertisement, and that is one of my favorite movies of all time. So Squarespace, you get 4 stars. That's a good ad. You should also sponsor me. Coffee Mate put out an ad for cold foam where the guy licks the cold foam and then his tongue starts doing weird dance moves. And it was really gross and I did not like it. 1 star. Coffee Mate, you gotta do better. Matthew McConaughey starred in an Uber Eats commercial where he talks about how he thinks that football and sports only exist to sell more food, which is a cute idea for an advertisement. If I didn't see this ad campaign blasted in my fucking brain for the past like half a year. I don't know how long it's been going on, but I've been seeing these ads for at least 2 months at this point. So I guess maybe this is the climax for the ad campaign, but I don't really know. Fuck Uber Eats. Uber Eats sucks dick. Everything costs so much money on that app. I hate Uber Eats. And the only reason I'm gonna give this ad 2 stars is because they put Greta Gerwig in it. And I love Greta Gerwig. And if Greta Gerwig was the main star of this ad, maybe I would have liked it more. You ever think about that, NFL? You ever think about that, Uber Eats? The last advertisement that I want to take a look at is one that I have mixed feelings on, and that is the Booking.com Muppets ad. I love this ad because it's got the Muppets in it, and I love the Muppets. I have Cookie Monster sitting right behind me. You guys see him in his little cookie jar? But also, Disney refuses to do anything with the Muppets except for a Booking.com ad? That's fucking dumb and stupid. Disney owns the rights to the Muppets, so they could do anything they wanted with the Muppets. But I believe the last thing that we got that was Muppets related from Disney was the direct to Disney Plus Muppets Haunted Mansion. Muppet fans have been starving for something, and we finally get it, and it's a Booking.com ad? Fuck off, Disney. I get that you're changing Rock and Roller Coaster to be Muppets theme, but when is that gonna happen? In like 2 years? There's nothing wrong with the ad per se, which is why I'm gonna give it 4 stars, simply just for having the Muppets. But everything else regarding Disney and the Muppets is really pissing me off. I think my biggest takeaway from this year's Super Bowl ads is that companies just don't want to come up with new ideas anymore. Because a lot of the ads that I mentioned are coming out like 5 to 15 years too late. I mean, the Coors Light Zootopia one, what were they even thinking with that one? Even the Budweiser one was just a copy of an old Campbell's soup commercial from when I was a kid. There's nothing original or new or interesting with most of these ads. We're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, which isn't helped by lengthy ad campaigns that come out before the Super Bowl, and the fact that companies are just putting out their Super Bowl ads before the Super Bowl. I saw the Jeremy Strong, Duncan, and the Muppets ad days before the Super Bowl even happened. What is the point of that? Why are you spending millions of dollars on ad space during the Super Bowl if you're just gonna release the ad days before the Super Bowl anyway? What's the point? I didn't even talk about every single ad that aired because there were so many ones that were just boring, or they were for AI products. God, so many fucking AI ads this Super Bowl. It was kind of disgusting. I come from a family that one of the big reasons we would watch the Super Bowl is because of the ads. But now it feels like there's no reason to even care about the advertisements because they aren't new or funny or creative. They're just rehashing things we've seen for years at this point. But what do I know? I'm just some dude sitting in his living room talking shit. Did you guys like any of these ads? Did you think most of them were better than I did? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you think I should be nominated to be People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for the year 2025. This week's Funny Boy of the Week goes to Tyler for sending me this meme. If you want to be Funny Boy of the Week, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram and DM me a meme or a TikTok or anything you think is funny. And if I think it's funny, then you potentially could be Funny Boy of the Week. You can follow me on all of my other social media, including my Letterboxd and my Twitter. And if you want to become a bigger part of this community, you can join my Discord. The links for all of those are in the description down below. I'm Connor McDowell, and I'm gonna go live off the grid so I never have to see another advertisement for the rest of my life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.